Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into a beautiful, bittersweet comedy drama that explores love, loneliness, music, and second chances. This is the story of Henry, a grumpy older man living alone in a charming Paris apartment. He enjoys his solitude and routines, and definitely doesn't want a stranger living with him. But life has other plans. Meet Constance, or Cos, a young woman from a quiet town just outside Paris. She's kind, quirky, and full of dreams but stuck in a rut. She's failed her driving test 5 times, works at her father's small-town store, and longs for something more. Her biggest dream? Moving to Paris to become a musician. But her father doesn't support her ambitions. Still, she doesn't give up and starts looking for a place to stay in the city. Through a listing by Henry's son Paul, Cos ends up at Henry's house. But there's a catch. Henry didn't agree to rent out the room. He's cold and unwelcoming. He hands her a list of absurd house rules, including, don't touch the piano. Don't wear his slippers. Cos, however, is determined. She's desperate to stay in Paris. Even when Henry tries to find reasons to turn her away, she doesn't budge. She also doesn't tell anyone that she's having an affair with a married man named Arthur, who offers her no emotional support. When the room becomes officially available, Cos moves in. But she can't afford the rent, so Henry makes her a shocking offer, live rent-free for 6 months, if she agrees to break up Paul's marriage. He wants Cos to seduce Paul and split him from his wife, Valerie. Cos is stunned. She's not that kind of person. But with no money and no home, she reluctantly stays. She gets a job at a nearby bar, where a kind bartender named Matthew hires her. Back at home, Cos starts bonding with Paul, who visits regularly to check on Henry. Paul asks Cos to be patient with him. He knows his father can be difficult. As the days pass, Cos and Henry begin forming an unlikely friendship. She sees past his rough exterior, and he starts warming up to her. One day, Cos breaks the biggest rule: she plays the piano. Music is her passion, something she hasn't touched in years. Henry catches her and is furious. But later, he quietly allows her to play again. Her music brings tears to his eyes. We learn the piano belonged to his late wife, and the grief of losing her still haunts him. Cos is also struggling. She fails her college exams again and spirals into hopelessness. At her lowest point, she breaks down in front of Valerie, admitting that her life feels like a mess and she has no direction. Henry, surprisingly, comforts her. He encourages her to pursue music and, for the first time, praises her original song. Slowly, Cos begins believing in herself again. But Henry won't give up on his plan. He pushes her to keep getting close to Paul. Cos plays along, but the guilt eats at her. Paul, oblivious, starts falling for her. Meanwhile, Cos starts dating a DJ named Simon, hurting Matthew in the process. When Paul confesses his love, Cos is torn. She likes Paul, but knows it's all based on a lie. Eventually, Valerie discovers the affair and leaves Paul. Henry is thrilled, his plan worked. But Cos feels horrible. Then comes a surprising twist. Henry secretly applied to the London School of Music for Cos, using one of her original songs and even securing a glowing recommendation from a famous musician. It's a turning point. Cos realizes that Henry truly believes in her. Paul says he wants to be with Cos, but she turns him down. She tells him she's found someone her own age and is ready to move on. Then Valerie reveals she's pregnant. She and Paul decide to stay together for the sake of the baby. Henry, however, isn't happy about it. Paul warns him, if he can't accept the situation, he'll be cut out of their lives completely. Meanwhile, Cos's father finds out she failed again and tells her to come home. But this time, she doesn't run. She stands up for herself and says, I'm staying in Paris. I'm following my dream. Back in Henry's home, Cos begins writing music daily. She completes her song and travels to London to audition. She clears the first few rounds, filled with hope and excitement. Then, devastating news: Henry has passed away. Paul meets her and hands her a letter Henry left behind. In it, Henry reflects on his regrets, how meeting his grandson brought him peace, and how proud he is of Cos. His final message to her is simple and powerful: never give up. Cos doesn't pass the final audition. But with Henry's words in her heart, she picks herself up and begins again, ready to face whatever comes next.